Hey everyone, welcome back to another daily recap. So getting right into it, pre-market, we had like a lot of things that look good to me, like they were setting up for confirmations, which is my setup, and so I was really excited about that, especially VXRT. So looking right at it, so yeah, this is what I love that it's holding up overview up. So this is pre-market. So I was hoping that it would hold until market open, and then on market open we get that death candle, waterfall candle, right through view up on market open. That would have been the perfect scenario, but sadly we did break through it. And then kind of on market open, nothing else. Everything became like nothing happened. Like, I mean, things happened of course, but my setup didn't happen on anything, and so I was just sitting patiently for it. Um, once VXRT got overview up, I was like, okay, this is ideal again. So I'm watching for a stuff and a death candle. Um, I mean, this isn't really a good death candle, but I'll explain how I spotted that. So basically, I was watching this. Bam, it had its stuff. I was watching it closely. And then we have this, this is a confirmation candle. So when it confirmed, I was typing out my orders, I was getting ready, but it closed closer to view up. And so that's what you have to get good at. You have to get good at determining which confirmation is good enough for you to play. Now, me and my tab Sam avoided this really well. We were considering playing it. We were close to typing out our orders, but we didn't because when a confirmation is close to view up, it has a high chance of trapping, and so that's exactly what it did. And we were like, this could have definitely worked out, and we were okay with that because we at least know that the trap risk is higher, so we just didn't think it was worth it. And it actually did, it trapped. So we were really glad about that. So ideally, I would have wanted this candle to, either close down here or maybe a little lower and then give us a bounce. But instead, it went down here and then it started bouncing and getting close to view up. And so that's what I don't like. I like a bigger red candle, and I'll be on that. So yeah, after VXRT, really nothing looked good until COCP happened. Now, as you can see, this one clearly looks like a better candle. So yeah, it was hovering above VWAP just like I like. Bam, death candle. Um, I hesitated on this one and I didn't trade it, and that's because it's a low price stock. Like, look, it's $1.30. That is, I'm most profitable above $5, and statistically, like, there's only a 10 sample size, but I'm unprofitable anything under $5. And so I was like, I just didn't take it. Right after we wicked to where my first order would have been, I was like, dang it, you know what? I just gotta take it. So I put my orders out. Luckily, only $1.50 locates, but I never got hit again, and it kind of just faded without me. Um, so this is the price section of a low price stock. I don't like it, so I'm fine with my actions. But also trading it would have been fine. I would have been profitable. So that's something to note. But specifically, I want to talk about how I could have added to my winner, because you're probably thinking like, oh wow, this stock is really low priced. How are you going to get any gains on it? So let me pull this up. So let me pull up this up. These were my plans, okay? This is how I scale. Links in the description if you want to use this calculator. I made it. It works good. You can have your risk level. You can see how much you're risking, your average, and you can plan stuff down here. But anyways, these were my plans: 137, 138, and 142, and my stop was 145. And these are great scaling plans. And also something to notice is that I had a bullet at 142. Really, I probably could have had a lower risk, but this chart's kind of weird. So yeah, I was risking about here, and then I had a bullet at 142, and that's because you got to scale all the way to your risk level so you can have a good average and a better risk reward. But yeah, so these were my plans. I'm going to tell you how I could have got way bigger size, especially if I got in on my first bullet. So you may think, oh, well, it's okay. You probably wouldn't have gotten much gains if you actually played this because only your first bullet hit, and so you would have small size. Wrong. If you didn't watch my other video, I think it was a couple videos ago, it's probably like popping up here. Watch that after this video. I explain how you can add to your winner to size up by lowering your risk level. And so as you can see, my risk level was right here. And so I'm scaling, I'm sizing accordingly. And I got executed right here. So once this new resistance level confirmed, let's say I got in right there at 137, which was my bullet originally. Let's say I got in there, okay? Okay, now it rejected it. It had another stuff, and then it had a little bounce. Maybe I want to now lower my risk. Maybe I say I don't want to get trapped on this. Let me lower my risk. So I'm gonna lower my risk to 139, and that's because I don't want it to reclaim this new resistance level. But because I now lowered my risk to 139, I can size up by risking the same amount. So you can see right here, I was planning on risking $9 on this trade. Okay, so now that we have lowered our risk, we can move that down to 139. I got executed 50 shares at 137 still. Now I'm only risking $1. I'm only risking $1 on this trade. Like, how awesome is that? Okay, that's not the only thing. You can do that. You can only risk $1 and just get amazing risk reward. Or you can do this. You can size up. Let's say it's stuffed here. Let's say I wanted to hit this green bounce at 10:06 p.m. or a.m. Let's say I got the worst execution possible. Let's say I got a fine execution, like 134. Let's say I got 134, okay? Now let's go back to my $9 risk. So bam, right there. I could have gone from 50 shares to 210 shares just by lowering my risk level once a new top is set, okay? This is a huge lesson that I just recently learned this week. It's how you add to your winners, really. Like, this is one of the ways to add to your winners. And sure, you know, it's kind of hovering around here. You might think like, oh, well, there's more trap risk. Now that it's hovering around here, it's not rejecting quickly like you want. But, I mean, if you want to risk your same dollar amount and just maximize your risk reward crazily, you can. And that's how you do it. Because let's say, let's compare my wins. Probably would have covered some on support. Probably, let's say I got 130. Let's say I got a 132 exit, okay? So if I got in at 138 and got out at 132, that's a 6-cent a share gain, and I had 50 shares. That would have been a $3 gain. And originally I was risking 9, but then once I lowered my risk, I was now only risking $1. And so if I didn't even if I didn't add, this would have been a 3-to-1 risk reward trade. That's awesome. Okay? Now let's say I sized up where I did. So 135 or 134. You can see my average is 135. So we can do 135 minus I covered at 132. Now that's 3 cents a share gain. It's less, but now I have 210 shares. That's double the gain, 6.3. Now there is a problem where now my risk reward is less. And my strategy is I cover 50% on the first support, 30% on the next support, and 20% on the other support. So let's say I did that. Let's say I sold 50% there. Let's say I sold another 30% there. And then let's just make it easy and say I messed up and covered all there. Let's just say. Okay. Now my average, let's say my average sell is 131. So I got in at 137 minus 131 times 210 shares. That's 6 cents a share gain. Now it's $12.60 using my scaling plans. That first scenario where I only got $6 and a worse risk reward, that's covering all and I'm bailing, which is fine. But my strategy is cover 50%, 30%, then 20%. So if I did that and even accounting for mess up, I probably would have gotten covered down here somewhere on my last 20 shares, but let's just say I didn't. It still would have been better than 1-to-1. So this is kind of like how you can add to your winner. I actually really hope this helps, because if I had seen this video probably like a month, 2 months ago, I would have been like super excited. yeah, like this is great information that I've just been learning, and I think it's gonna help my trading. I can't wait to actually do this. I've yet to even trade by adding to my winner, so I can't wait to do it. I can't wait to spot it. My new mindset is I'm always looking to lower my risk level because that means I can size up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Drop a like if you think it helped. Let me know down in the comments if you have any questions or advice for me. Maybe I'm missing something, or maybe you have even more advice on this. Let me know. Be sure to subscribe, turn on the post notifications because I upload every single day, multiple times a day even. So yeah, I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed. See you tomorrow. Peace.